Hello, Forecaster here again, and we are back for Detour number 53, and this is Return of the Obra Dinn, the newest game by Lucas Pope, as you can see here, the creator of Papers, Please. And this was released just 2 days ago. 3 days ago from when this video will come out, but 2 days ago from when I'm recording this. So, this game was teased, I suppose, about 4 years ago, I think, with a demo, which I tried. I don't think I made a video on it at the time. I was just waiting, and this is an interesting and very unique game. So we're just going to start. You have 3 save slots, apparently. There we go. So, the good ship Obra Dinn lost at sea in 1803. It was built in 1796 in London. I can't seem to do anything. There we go. Pressing space goes to the next page. So we're going to assess the returned ship.
Company man woke me up. Said you'd need ferry to the Obra Dinn. Not many eager for that job. Seems a bit late if you ask.
I didn't.
What's in the box?
I don't know. I'll hoist it up in a few minutes.
Hey! How?
Carefully.
Alright. So, here's the Obra Dinn. Mysteriously returned or found. So, we are going to have a look. Very distinct style, reminiscent of old games. Right click to zoom. If it's skeleton.
Oi! It's too heavy!
Okay. So we're basically going to have to climb back down.
It's too heavy. Take it yourself or open it here.
And it's a book. D. A catalog of adventure and tragedy. So, let's read this first, I suppose. Preface. I trust that you now find yourself aboard the Obra Dinn. I expected this day to come, and my every intention was to tell the ship's strange tale within the pages of this book. Regrettably, failing health has allowed me to produce only the basic outline that follows. Your presence on the Obra Dinn is critical. I leave the discovery of its fate and the completion of this book in your hands. The next few pages will seem bewildering at first. All will make sense in time. Use the pocket watch to determine the identity and fate of everyone aboard. Complete each chapter accurately and return the book by guaranteed post to the French Office of Affairs in Morocco. The bargain chapter will remain unknown to you. I possess the details within, but have elected to keep them private for now. Henry Evans. So, we have this book. It has some information like the route of the ship. And we have a schematic of it. So we have the entire, all the decks. And then we have a crew manifest and passenger manifest. So we have, let's see, 8 passengers, apparently. The rest are crew. And then we have some pictures, fuzzy pictures of all the people that were on the ship, presumably. And then we have all the chapters, and as you can see, they are empty. So our job is finding out what happened to the crew and the passengers and filling this out with time. And there's the bargain chapter. There are a lot of pages. Yeah. So tab to close the book. And then we have the pocket watch, which is the core mechanic of this game. Memento. Yeah. Remember death. So now that we have that stuff, we can get back onto the ship. And we'll go over here to this body, a pretty good place to start. And we'll use the watch. Yeah.
Captain! Open the door! Kick it in. Lest we break it down and take more than those shells!
You bastards may take exactly what I give you!
Alright, so now we are inside of a memory. At the point of death of this man whose body we found, or skeleton. And we can explore a little bit. And as you can see, he gets shot by this man, who is presumably the captain who they were talking to. And then we have 2 more people on the sides here, one heading up there and another one standing around there. So this apparently does not work yet. We have to remain here until the memory fades on its own. Then if you zoom in on someone, you can tell where they are in the photo. And then the memory fades. Later we'll be able to use that door that was currently closed to leave the memory on our own. And we start at the end. So that's where the ship is currently, or at this point in time. And here we have our victim. So we don't know who this is, but we know how they died, or how he died. So he was shot with a gun by the captain, because that's really the only one it could be, because that's how they were, who they were talking to, not how. Yeah, so here's a transcript of the dialogue. The X marks the person who's marks our victim. So he's the one who said these things. This one was probably said by that guy. 3 others were present, which is true. We have the captain, And then we have that guy and the guy who was heading up the stairs. So that's that. So now we're back in the memory. We can leave through this door because we've already seen what we need to. And now this door is open, and you can see that it is fuzzy to indicate that it was changed through a memory. And we have another victim here. We have someone over there, closed door there, and then we have a way onto the rear balcony there. There's something gleaming over there. I don't know what that is, actually. I've seen part of this game and I know the premise, but I haven't seen much of it, the majority. So let's proceed with this person. You can see that the watch gets set to their time of death.
They're at the bottom of the sea.
That's a lie.
Probably talking about those shells. Violence is happening. So we have the captain again. He slashes the throat of this guy. And this guy is still dead. He had an axe apparently. And then I happen to know that if we go up here, we can see the guy who's heading up the stairs is climbing over down there. Can we see him from below? There he is. Just before the memory faded. So we had another unknown person killed by the captain. Yeah. So we still don't know who that was, but we know that he was knifed by the captain again. And he appears in two memories. The previous one where we saw him next to the guy who got shot, and in this one where he died. So they can appear in multiple places, of course. And we have two other present. One is the captain, and one is the guy who was jumping down onto the balcony. Now we're back in the memory. We saw that guy. So we can probably guess what will happen next. Let's leave the memory. So we can definitely guess who this is. Although we don't know who he is yet either. Yeah, so he stabs the captain and gets smacked in the face with a stick this guy had. And there's the captain's gun. So that's that guy. This is captain. And now this door is open. And we have someone in here, a woman, who was in the photo there. We don't know who that is. Yeah. Okay, so I guess we can't leave on our own during the first bit. You have to stay and observe, try to find as many details as you can. One other person, the captain, of course. Still know who that is. We do know they were clubbed with a wooden stick by the captain. So we will enter in those details. And then we don't really have anything left to see, so we can leave this memory. Now this door is open. The knife that was in the captain could be either one of these. And then we have the captain here. And the gun here, so we can maybe guess what he did. And then we have the woman in here. So we can inspect this.
Abigail, your brother, my friend, I shot him dead. I'll be with you soon, my love. Please forgive me for everything.
Right, so the captain, he's bleeding from the knife wound, and he commits suicide. Would probably die from being stabbed anyway. And then we have the woman here. Is there anything else happening? I'm going to take a guess and guess that these people are the only ones left. Since we are at the end. Yeah. No one else was present. So, yep, we know that this is the captain. Yes. 60 people to deduce. You'll have to make assumptions using partial information. Yeah. Some identities may only be revealed through a process of elimination. Good luck. Yeah, we'll need that. Right, so we know that this is the captain. And we know that he committed suicide by gun. I'm pretty sure that that is correct. Now, we also know that he said he called this woman was probably Abigail, and he referred to the man he shot as her brother, which is probably this guy, who's that guy next to him, and it was the captain's friend, and he's standing next to the captain in the photo. So we can probably deduce that he is Abigail's brother. So okay. All right. Those are 4 people, certainly. Now, go to the table of contents. Go to the manifest. We go down here. We can see Abigail Hoskat Witterell. Probably the only Abigail on the ship, I would presume. And then as the first mate here, we have William Hoscott. So presumably, that is Abigail's brother. And the captain's friend is, of course, his first mate. So that would be this guy. And he was shot by the captain. Now we have deduced that. Bit of information. Let's close that. And the final person in this part is Abigail here. Ah, well, this looks like a wonderful situation. So Abigail got hit by a giant squid, apparently. This is presumably Martin. And then we have two unknown people here. And the squid. Probably not in any photo. We have someone here as well. This guy, apparently. And then some people over here. You have a fancy hat. You're probably a passenger. You're probably a crew member. Got two people here. You have been cut in half. Lovely. So there we got another part of the story, the doom. Interesting. Corpse was moved post-mortem, of course. So we know that this is Abigail, and they were crushed by a beast. I think. Not entirely sure. Technically, they were hit by a piece of the rigging, but it was done by the giant tentacle beast. So we'll put... Okay. All right. Does that mean that... Yeah, we don't know who this is yet. It says something there. Clubbed our whittle. Whitterel. Is that a name? Oh, it means that he was clubbed by Robert Whitterell, the captain. Right. So we don't know who he is yet. So it just says that his cause of death and who did it on the photo. Just providing that information there. So that's nice. Let's close the book. Right, we're here. Oh. I don't know what I did there. This is new. Oh. Interesting. Did that reveal their body? Well, we know how this guy died. Lovely. He's the tattooed man on the photo. Right. So where is he? He's not. Oh, there he is. Right. Yeah. So we don't know what that is. We have this guy. Still. The guy was dragging him. And then we have some people here. We have a goat. They're throwing guns. Shooting at the tentacles. And we have a guy here. He's been drinking, it seems. That's that guy. Someone there. "12 others were present." Right, so we don't know who that is. They were torn apart by beast. Yeah. That's all we know so far about that. Can apparently jump pretty rapidly between memories now. See what happened here then. Okay. So he was being held by tentacle, I guess. Some guy there. We have a few people here. Someone's being thrown aboard here, apparently. He fell from there. Goat's facing the other way, I think. Right. Looks like a bubble. Which I guess it kind of is. A bubble of fire. Right, so we don't know who that is. They exploded. Pretty much. So now we can find someone else, probably. Maybe. Or not. You apparently fell over carrying a bunch of guns. Okay, we have our exit there. Let's just exit the memory and see what happens. What we have next. Right, let's have a look down here quickly. I think it's getting to about the time I should end the episode. So we have someone who's been crushed by a cannon there. That looks bad. Then we have a bunch of closed doors. So there's some cots and stuff. Ooh, hello. Someone here died, presumably from being stabbed by the looks of things. So, yeah. That has an X on the... on it, which I guess means it's locked. So you can tell at a glance, which is nice. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here. And I won't really show much more of the game. It looks like nobody's here. It looks like a study of some sort. And I would very much like to make a let's play of this game. Seems we can't get to the lower decks yet. But yeah, this is a very nice game. Very intriguing. Especially if you like solving mysteries. And I would definitely recommend it if you think it looks interesting. And with that, I will see you in the next episode.